Welcome to Best of the Week, man, where we talk about something from the week that's the best of the week.
Yeah. What's going to be the intro? We always have to do something beforehand.
I don't know.
Mess something up.
No, we're professional now. We've left that time of life behind us.
Okay.
Just quietly go into the intro now.
3, 2, 1, bro.
Best of the week, it is a best of the week.
So what is your best of the week, brother?
My best of the week was Wendake. It's an awesome game by Renegade Games about Native American culture in the kind of Midwest, like near the Great Lakes and stuff, I believe. Yeah.
Michigan area.
Yeah, and I haven't played it in a while. It just hasn't gotten to the table because it's kind of a big game and stuff, and I had the opportunity to play a couple games for the first time in a very long time, and that was the game that hit the table with a few buddies. We played a 4-player game, and I was just like, oh no, I really like this game. Then as we were playing, I was just like, oh yeah, I really like this game. It's an interesting game, and it's like this whole interesting balancing act of scoring. There's these 4 tracks you can go up on scoring, and you really have to make sure that they're all equal because they're split where 2 of the tracks are above the board, 2 are below, and only the lower of the ones on the below and ones above will
your
score.
Lowest score is your highest
So
score.
you need to make sure that you keep some balance in your life, and it can be really interesting and tricky, especially with the action selection system that they have. It's just a fun kind of puzzle to put together.
It's in my top 10. I love it.
Yeah,
and
absolutely
love it.
It's a really cool game, and I'd kind of forgotten because I hadn't played it in a while just how much I enjoy it. So when Wendake got to teach a bunch of people, I did horrible. I also remember that when I was playing, it's like, oh yeah, you're real bad at this game.
Oh yeah, super bad.
Now I know that. Okay, cool. But it was really fun. So Wendake was my best of the week. But what was your best of the week, man?
My best of the week was a game called Spell Smashers. We got sent this game by Gen Con, and they wanted us to play it on their stream, and so we did.
Another Renegade game.
Another Renegade game.
Renegade dominating the best of the week.
Crushing all day.
Crushing the circuit.
But yeah, this is a game that we didn't know anything about. It has a very generic sounding title. Spell Smashers just sounds like a very generic fantasy type thing.
Yeah.
We saw on the thing it was by Chris Chung, who also did Lanterns, which is one of my favorite games, and we like Chris Chung a lot. And so I was like, oh, that's interesting. It's Chris Chung. I did not know that. I was like, that gives me way more hope for this game. And we knew nothing about the game. If you don't know, it's a game. It's a word building game where you're building spells, and your spells are just words. They could be literally anything, as long as it's 2 letters. But there's monsters around, and you use your spells. Different cards, kind of like Scrabble, have different like point values. So a Z is worth more than like an A or something like that. And then whatever word you build, you tally up the damage points it has on all the points the cards are worth, and that's how much you're hitting these monsters. So you're trying to hit these monsters and then get like victory points for that. You can go to the town and like buy elixirs, or you can get like different weapons, which would be like if your word is like 6 letters long, you do +3 damage. If you, for every consonant in your word, you'll do +1 damage. It's just a bunch of different stuff that you can swap out constantly depending on what kind of monster you're playing.
Who you're facing,
Yeah, I was just reading the rules. I was like, that's really interesting. That's an interesting way, because I love new mechanics in games. I love word games, but one of my favorite things is when mechanics then start to cease to be their own game. They start getting integrated into other games. So like deck building is always my go-to example. Like when deck building came out with Dominion, that's all the entire game is deck building. And there's a lot of games where the entire game is deck building. Like Legendary and all this kind of stuff. The 100% of the mechanics for the most part are deck building. But then people are like, oh, but you know what we can do? We can like put deck building into Great Western Trail, or like into like Cry Havoc, and it can just be like a part of it. Or like Clank is a good example of like a great hybrid of it's like it's mostly deck building, but then we're gonna add like a board and like a dungeon and all this kind of stuff we're gonna do. And that's kind of how this is with word games. A lot of word games like Paperback, the entire game is like you trying to build the word.
There's
that's
what they like about Paperback is it's a word game that builds deck building.
Exactly, it's exactly, which is great.
But yeah, a lot of them are
just most times like that's it. And this is like the word building part of it is a mechanism in the game. It's not the entire game. And I thought it was really cool, and it's great. I did it for my
you use to do your damage.
Yeah, exactly. I did my You Can Solo that this week on that, and it's really, really fun solo. It's like pretty different, but really fun. We've only played it a couple times at this point, but like I think pretty rightly say it's my favorite word game.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I really, really like it. It's going to be a keeper for sure. And yeah, so Spell Smashers is my best of the week. It's really good. I really like it a lot. If you like word games, check it out. Seriously.
Yeah, I definitely like Twisted. I really want to play it again. I love word games, and this one's like right up there. So I definitely want to explore it more, and I want to try it solo. But that's our best of the week. What's your best of the week, man?
Let us know down in the comments
Put
below.
it in the comments below. Tell a friend about us. Ask them what they're playing this weekend and stuff like that, and tell them to come on over and put it in the comments below. And give this video a thumbs up if you can. Makes us much more visible and helps us out a lot. And if you're new to us, we're the Brothers Murph. Feel free to subscribe so you get notifications for when we have new videos, which is a lot of time.
A lot of time.
Yeah. So,
yeah,
that
I
was
think
our
that's
week,
it,
man.
Yeah, what a week. Woo! Hey there, everybody. Thank you so much for watching that video. We honestly really appreciate it. We just want to take a second to remind you that we are sponsored by Restoration Games. We also play all of our games on top of Game Toppers right here, which are these beautiful luxury game tables. And you can go to Game Topper LLC to find out more and to upgrade your gaming experience. We also have a Patreon. If you have a couple shekels lying around, you like what we do, please feel free to throw them at our faces. We will not say no to them. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll catch you later. All right. Ooh. All right. Mikey, what do you want to do? You want to get Ty?
Nick!
Jesus. Oh my gosh. Big face disheveled Nick. You can't just do that.
Sorry, not sorry. What are you guys doing? You guys getting Thai food? I love Thai food. I want some. Give me some.
No, you can't have Thai food.
Why not?
No, you can't have Thai food because you don't eat food. You're not real.
You're not real.
No, I'm not dealing with you right now. I'm not dealing with you right now, okay?
I'll kill your children.
What?
What? You guys getting Thai food? What?